Do you know the difference between being a control freak and being a dominant leading man? There is a massive difference in energy and behaviors, and I think I've learned through my own personal experience the big difference between that. I want to share what that is in this video so you can be more of a dominant leading man as opposed to a controlling tyrant. So let's get into it. What is going on, man? Welcome back to the Sophisticated Man YouTube channel. I am Tino Regano, men's development coach. Make sure you hit subscribe for more men's improvement content. So the biggest difference between being controlling and leading, this is a very subtle, nuanced thing, but I think once you understand this concept, you can be more of a leading man than someone who's controlling. So let's start with controlling. What does it mean to be controlling? A controlling person is someone who is very tyrannical, very dictator-like, tells you to do something and expects you to do it and forces you almost to do something that you don't quite want to do. Imagine, if you worked in a 9-to-5 ever, your boss was telling you, hey, go clean up that aisle, or make sure you straighten those boxes, or because they're the boss, you have to listen to them, but it just comes from a very negative place. So the guys who try to almost fake being an alpha, right? Be overly obnoxious, overly loud, tries to control and manipulate women because he deep down doesn't feel good enough inside. That's just the truth. That's why guys do it. And hey, I've sometimes been controlling myself. I will admit that firsthand. I sometimes do that. Even with my girlfriend, sometimes I notice myself being a little bit too controlling, and she's had to call me out on it a couple times. And honestly, it comes from that, maybe not feeling good enough. A lot of the times with control freaks, they fear not being in control because they just don't know what can happen. Sometimes I'm like that, not because I'm trying to be mean or manipulative, but it's because I am always used to doing things my way. And you have to remember sometimes that not everybody's gonna think the exact same as you. It's very controlling if you're very forceful, very aggressive with things. People don't like to listen to people that are very controlling and overly aggressive. These are usually the hyper-masculine, proclaimed alpha guys who get super insecure about themselves. Now, let's switch it over to leading. What is the difference between controlling and leading? Think of the same example I gave, your boss, right? Who tells you to go do something. But now, imagine you have a boss who's doing the work with you. Instead of telling you, hey, go clean that aisle, he's cleaning it with you. He's down there mopping with you and helping you out and say, hey, let's get this done together. He's in the fire with you. And if you've been in the 9-to-5 and had a boss like that, unfortunately I haven't, tell me you would rather work for someone like that who you know is willing to be in the mix with you than someone who's just managing and controlling you from the top, looking down and saying, I'm your boss, you're my inferior, do it now. So basically a leader is just a guy who goes first, a guy who's doing his thing already. You don't have to overly instruct people. You're just leading by example. You're doing it. You're just inviting people along for the ride with you. That's leading. And I gotta notice that sometimes when I'm with my girlfriend, like if I'm telling her that I want her to do something or I expect things to be this certain way, I better be doing that in my life too. You can't lead people to do something that you are not doing yourself already. Does that make sense? To be a man who's dominant and a guy who's leading, you have to be on the battlefield too. You have to be there and be in the mix. So I've really had to learn that leading, in essence, is not passive, but it's not as hands-on as you might think it is. It's simply just showing up and doing the work first. Leading to lead literally means to go first. You almost have to leave people to their own devices and let them do what they want. If people join you and if they feel inspired by your actions, the fact that you're doing more than them, that's awesome. Those are good followers. They're willing to follow your lead because you're doing your thing. You're showing up, being your best you, doing the things that you have to do. You're just inviting people along the journey. You're not forcing them to, but you would like them to come along if they want to. People that I look up to, mentors, different people that I've learned from, I followed them because I saw them do the work. They didn't tell me, hey, go do this, Tino, go do this and do this. And like they were just sitting on their couch doing nothing. I've seen that they've done the work. I haven't seen them personally do it, but I know that they've done the work on themselves. I've seen the progress in their business, in their life. And sometimes they document it. It's on video and I've seen it on their YouTube channel. And I feel good following them because I'm like, yo, this guy did the work. So now I can feel comfortable following him, and he's leading me without him even really knowing it. So I hope this is making sense to you, man. This kind of just came to me the other day when I was thinking about leading and controlling. It's a really nuanced thing, but I think when you understand that if you're doing your thing, if you're putting yourself first, you're taking action, you're on your mission, you're on your purpose like I tell you to be in all these videos, that's leading, bro. And if people want to follow you and come on board with you, dope. If not, that's fine. You're not gonna lead absolutely everybody. It's not something that you force. It's not something that you harp on and like pull people's arms in order to do it. They'll trust your leadership when they see that you're a guy that can also put in the work, but you gotta be doing it, taking responsibility in your own life first. Next time you try to instruct somebody, or maybe you're barking orders at somebody, ask yourself, are you doing that as well? Are you having accountability and integrity, doing it in your own life so people can actually feel good following you? Something to think about. If you enjoyed that video, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below, let me know what you thought about this topic. Did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? It's definitely something I was thinking about, and you know, I'm open to discussion. Leave your thoughts down below, let me know any topics or subjects you want me to cover on future videos. I read all your comments and I take them very seriously. Make sure you hit subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so yet. And if you want to join a community of like-minded men who are all putting their personal development first, they're all working on themselves to become the most confident, fulfilled, and attractive versions, you can click the link down below to join my free Facebook community. And if you want to work with me personally, right now I'm offering one-on-one coaching where I help guys get on their personal development journey, help set goals, take action on those goals, be disciplined, creating structure, time management, building confidence, and anything involving manhood, lifestyle, and relationships. Click the link down below to apply for a free discovery call. Right now I'm accepting clients and I can't wait to work with you. So that's the video, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you gained value from it. Understand that the difference between leading and controlling is you doing the work yourself. Are you going first? That's what a leader does. He goes first and he doesn't expect anybody to follow him, but because of that, he gets people to follow him because he's in the front of the line. He's going to war and he's putting his sword out there and he's doing it. Other people feel comfortable because they're like, yo, he's doing it, I can do it. I can follow his lead. To be a dominant leader type of guy, you just have to be on your path, on your development, on your journey. Simply all you have to do. You don't have to force anything. It kind of just happens naturally. Hopefully that was helpful and you can start to think about this a little bit differently, just like I've been thinking through this past week. With that being said, man, have an incredible rest of your day. Remember, everything truly does start with you. If you want to see some more videos about men's improvement, click the videos right here. Peace out, man.